for that.
You want to wait $5 million?
Is today the registration for that?
Let's start. Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday maybe.
Oh, sign me up.
All right.
I already did my thing. Now I want to get $1 million for
All you
it.
need is your first shot.
There you go.
My second
All right.
shot's 20 to-
Online, can you hear me and can you see the meeting?
I can't hear you.
I hear you and I see you.
I hear you and I can see you.
Whoa! Thank you. All right, guys. So we have a big group here in the office in the town hall, and then we have another 20 folks online. So thank you guys all for joining. Greatly appreciate you. We're at what, like 50-50 now. Yeah, it's really far. Come in this way.
Oh. Good job, Ben.
Ben's here, everybody. Ben's here. Yay.
Hey, Ben, those are closing folders in case you don't know what those are.
All right. All right. Oh, now I can really tell we're back in person. All right. All right. Oh, wait. Happy birthday to Christina, to Shauna and Brian. Also keep in mind the birthday that you need to go turn in all your stuff. So
I have not a clue.
that would be a good thing to know. So we will.
Are you 22 now?
29, thank you very much, and I'm feeling fine.
All right. So if it is your first time having a birthday, got your license, you do. If it is your third birthday since you got your license, there's other important things you need to do. You should come to a class we have tomorrow that we'll share with you here in just a couple minutes. Good segue. All right. We have 4 great new agents to welcome. So Caroline and Laura on our bookends have joined the Capital Ohio sales team. They joined at the very end of last month. And then already so far for this month, we've welcomed 2 additional new agents, LaToya Richardson, who's joining us as an individual agent out of our King Lincoln branch location, and Lenny Bornino, who's training as an individual here in Westerville. So welcome and congratulations. And if you see these, are any of you here on the meeting today? All right, that's okay. Lots of closings, some with first closings for their career, some with just first closings at Excel. Most of these folks have had closings in the past, just not with us. So congratulations to Adam from her group, Blair from Capital Ohio, and to Jason, as well as Kenesha and Rashawn. Everyone's so we're used to being on Zoom where you can't hear us. We're like, Rashad also had his first listing with Excel, so congratulations. And we have 3 beautiful blonde side-parted ladies. It's not dead. Congratulations to Robin, Christy, and Blair for capping last month. It's not dead. Christina, side part still looks good on some.
I love it. I love the side part. I just rock the middle part.
Okay. You're a millennial, you have to, right?
I'm the, yeah. No. I'm supposed to do the side part. Millennials are side parts. Yes.
I know what you mean. Okay, let's move on. Congratulations to our top individuals for closed volume. We see some new faces on this list, right? So Marilee, Buffy, and Christina. Congratulations. And our top individuals for listings taken, again, the beautiful Buffy and Michael Bean. Yes. Our top teams for closed volume and to remind you, individuals may have admins, but they're working as a licensee on their own. Teams are limited to 2 licenses. So we have 3 different teams who are on the board to congratulate for last month. Craig and Amy Ballster, over $1 million in closings. Fantastic job. Congratulations. Alicia's assistant, Stacy, is now working as a licensee. And so Alicia has moved from individual agent to team. That's why you see her in a different category now. So Alicia and Stacy, congratulations, top two. And congratulations to Brianna and Colin, whose team name should be the Beautiful People, I think. But they are on the board for our top teams as well. And our top team, far and away for the listings taken, congratulations, Craig and Amy. Woo-woo! And big dogs, #1 spot, Capital Ohio, with 3.5 million in closed volume. Holy moly, that's awesome. Kelly Wiley Group, 3.1, phenomenal. And the Rudler team on the board, over $2 million in closed volume. So congratulations.
Because the new CEO.
Woo-hoo! What does CEO stand for, Julie?
Chief Encouragement Officer.
Chief Encouragement Officer. There you go. I'm loving all of our creative use of the English language today. I appreciate that. Top groups for listings taken. Kelly Wiley Group just continuing to dominate in Southern Ohio, and Capital Ohio sales team. So congratulations to those ones. And Joanne, I believe, is joining us online, and Buffy is joining us here. I think if you speak up, they should be able to hear you from the mic here about what they can expect for the class tomorrow.
Is Joanne on the line?
Joanne, are you on the Zoom?
Okay, so I don't know that everyone will be able to attend, and this is something we'll be doing fairly regularly.
I can't hear her.
Was done in the past. If you know, it's something.
We can't hear
Okay.
her.
Buffy,
We'll try to.
I'm so sorry. Would you mind coming closer to the microphone?
Step up to the mic.
Oh, the mic. Just like an association meeting. What would you like to share with everyone?
I'm trying not to trip because
Yeah.
I've burned myself within the past week. We got a lot of stuff going on. So what I would like to share, the broker policy review is requiring. We will not just be doing the class tomorrow. So everyone should not try to attend tomorrow, but if you can attend, please attend, because there have been some important updates. And Joanne and I will be doing this first class of 2021 together. And then after that, you're stuck with me. So it's a review. It's about, we're up to 18 pages now on the broker policies. There's a lot of things that have been changing within our industry, and then just a lot of things that have changed within the brokerage. And we want to make sure everybody is aware so that you're not out there, causing problems for yourself and others.
Like, how can I say this in like a way? Yes, absolutely. All right, I'm just gonna do a quick check one more time. Joanne, are you on with us? All right, she's not. Okay, so the reason I checked to see if Joanne was on with us is because she's coming into the office tomorrow. She's going to teach the class from 10:30 to 12:30. But I'm going to have some food brought in at 12:30. And I thought it might be nice when she comes out of the class, she made me promise not to have a big going away retirement and the cake and the whole thing. And so I guess we're not going to do that. But anybody who can be here either to attend the class and or for a little bit of time immediately after that, I've asked her to stay for a meeting, and you're welcome to come and visit with her. Going where she is not going to be in our principal broker seat, but she will remain a management level broker with us in our brokerage, and she remains a member of our investor group. And I just thought it would be nice to visit with her while she's here, and fully vaccinated and welcoming of hugs.
What if somebody else?
A couple of classes. Go ahead.
I just said, what if somebody else brought a cake?
I was thinking the same, or cupcakes, because she didn't say no cupcakes, right?
She didn't.
I would say bring like every.
Buffy says you
Celebrate
you
Joanne.
feel free to celebrate Joanne in whatever way you want.
She just asked.
There you go. She didn't tell you guys not to get her a cake. All right. Okay, so big busy week this week, including a special class that's being made available by the Ohio Valley region for tomorrow afternoon. So Jeff Glover operates, he happens to be a KW agent in I think the Detroit market. He has a mega agent team, he's an expansion, but then he also runs a training company called Glover U and a coaching company. And he does summits, kind of like mini mega camps almost. He did one in Orlando in person, and the Ohio Valley negotiated with him to do a summit, and I'll show you the agenda there. And it's tomorrow from 1 to 5 on Zoom. And it is going to be live. This isn't just like watching a video or anything. And he's going to go through a lot of the same things that he does when he has a Live Unreal summit. And this one's called an advance, right? So kind of an in-between.
You say it's not live?
It is live.
Sorry.
It is not a recording.
Okay.
So to attend his last summit, I looked at it for my sister. She lives in Orlando. It was $450 for 2 days. This one is $49. So if you would like to go, it's probably the least expensive way to participate in something like this with him. And it is available for all of our agents. You just have to sign up online. And the registration is in the What's Happening This Week email, as well as you should have received at least a text message, if not multiples, about it. It's also in the Excel agent training and events Google Calendar. Kellyanne, this afternoon, you've noticed that she's here in the office this week. She is teaching a class in this room after this meeting. So today it's going to be condensed. It's only 1 to 2:30 on growing and sustaining a team in real estate, right? So Kelly has grown her team and operated at 2 different brokerages and through a lot of different sort of iterations and versions of a team. And she's going to be talking about kind of how did she first hire? What are some mistakes that she made when she was starting her team? And then she'll also show us a little bit of the structure of how her team communicates, how they work together, how they hold each other accountable. And they are producing at some of the highest levels per individual that I have ever seen, right? So they have team members who do between 10 and 12 closings per month, right? If that gives you an idea. I saw somebody go, right? So this is welcome and open to everyone, whether you have a team now, would maybe want to have a team in the future, or just curious about how you operate at that scale. Well, we're going to have some prizes if you want to attend in person. We'd like as many people to come in person as possible. However, we have noticed that we do need to broadcast on Zoom. So if you'd like the Zoom link, let us know. And again, that'll be added to the agent training and events calendar in Google if you need it. In this room, yes. And a text went out this morning with all the information. Right. Josh, are you on with, no, geez, I'm talking to you right here. Josh, I'm so used to everybody being online.
Hey, so just a quick tip, tax time just ended, right? It was like Monday, and it's not the most fun time, especially if you haven't budgeted for that. So make sure, just a quick tip, that you are setting aside portions of your commission. I like to play it safe with about 30%. Additionally, if you're trying to do your taxes yourself as a 1099 type employee, that can be challenging. So I want to encourage you to maybe look for a CPA. And if you don't have one, holler at me. I actually used somebody that Tabitha gave me like years ago, and he does a great job for a really small fee. So take care of your taxes and don't have Uncle Sam come steal your money from you.
So we have 2 great accountants that we can recommend. We have one who's actually a realtor with us, and then we have another one that probably a third of us use every month. And they can also set you up for estimated quarterly for this year. So if you had a great year last year, then you're going to need to be set up for estimated quarterly this year. Yeah.
You have an agent that's a CPA? Don't you say?
Yes.
Who's it?
Chad Kolaric, and he's taught classes with us before as well. And he is also a licensed realtor with her group, with Julie and David. Mhm. So we are so excited to be able to get together again. And we wanted to be able to do that. We enjoyed seeing everybody so much at Red Day that we wanted to go ahead and get the next opportunity to visit with you on the calendar. So we are going to have an ice cream social. And if you bring something besides ice cream to enjoy with your ice cream, that's okay too. I know my audience. But we really wanted to invite everyone. So this is on Thursday, June 17th from 4 to 6. We'll do it out in the parking lot. I'm going to provide the ice cream, and you are welcome to come and bring a spouse, bring a friend, bring a roommate, bring your kids, bring your dogs, bring everybody. And let's have some ice cream and just have fun. All right. So we have some great updates from our ALC. Alicia, are you?
You're frozen, Tabitha.
Hi, Rachel. At least I can see you.
Hello.
I think somebody was in the bathroom. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Heard it too.
Funny.
Does anybody else still not see Tabitha? Because I don't.
There she is.
And we're back. I said I had to switch to a different internet provider, and I said as soon as I come back, we're gonna hear people going, "I can't see you. I can't hear you. Where are you? Are you there?" All right, guys, give me one
Heard
second
someone
to get back
flush
to the
the
slide
toilet.
that we were on. All right. Do you see a slide with beautiful Alicia Godfrey's face on it? Yes, thank you. Alicia, are you on the Zoom with us? Give her a sec. So we thought Alicia may need to be in an appointment. Sounds like she is, but she did ask me to share. The Education Committee has set up for us another CE class, which is great. And this one is core and it's ethics. This is going to be taught here on site, and we will broadcast it on Zoom. We are approved to provide CE either way, but if you do it on Zoom, you have to be really there the whole time, or you can enjoy coming and doing it in our training room. If we have enough registrations and we need to move over to this space, we will. Talent Title is providing this CE for us. It is on Tuesday, June 22nd from 12 to 2.
I must say, all the CEs that I've taken with talent are the best CEs that I've ever had.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
We just had if you guys online can't hear, I don't know if it's hard to hear our agents in the room. Talon teaches the best CEs, right?
What makes them the best?
They're just great. Just someone said what makes them the best.
Mhm.
They're just really good.
They're just really, really
They're
good.
just really good.
Come to the class and find out. There you go. Come to the class and I doubt.
It's nice into the stores.
Well, the attorney,
They are extremely knowledgeable. Yes.
Jeff's always there.
Mm-hmm.
I just like, yeah. Thank you, Benjamin.
Yes.
That's the
And-
NAR requirement, not the core.
That would satisfy your 2-hour every 2-year NAR, and it would accomplish 2 out of the 3 that you need for your license as well, and you'd only need 1 more hour of any ethics. Is that right, Duffy?
Yes.
Okay. Michael, anything you'd like to share for finance?
Oh, no, we just had a brief meeting,
Okay.
just crunching the numbers. Actually, Ben sat in with us, which was helpful with his former role here at Excel. We picked his brain a little bit. We're still, I'm gonna get Jim to put together a class on market center financials, just to understand them here in the near future. But yeah, Jim, Porter. That's it.
Yes. All right. So if you didn't hear, Michael said they've been working on a agent financials class, and they meet every month just before this meeting, right?
We had a wonderful meeting this past month, and we had 4 additional agents attend. So we might have the largest committee that exists. If you're not a part of a committee, I just want to extend the invite on behalf of all of our committees, because it's always better when more voices are heard, right? And you want to have a voice in your brokerage. So we showed a video last month about how diversity impacts things. And then also we are trying to work with Alicia and the education committee to get some speakers for us for this year, maybe doing a class on implicit bias, which should be really fun. So thanks, guys. Join an ALC committee.
Thanks, Josh. All right. Ben, you guys had a fun event with your committee last month, right?
We did. Do I need to come up there? We don't have. What's
He
that?
got away with not going up there, but you.
Ben, what's on your shirt?
Hazelnut coffee right here. That's why I have an untucked shirt. We had good turnout for yoga. It was 2 weeks ago now. We're actually going to schedule that again for next month. We're going to try and do that on a recurring month to month. Just because everybody kind of on Facebook wanted to know when we were doing it next. So we're going to continue to do that. I don't have the date yet for next month. Vince is going to work on getting some date and times that work for his schedule, since he's been gracious enough to volunteer his time. And then as far as moving forward, next event, we're going to start planning our KW 5K, hopefully in conjunction with Jill. It'll be later on in the year. We haven't really discussed, logistics and times and dates and things like that yet, but we're going to iron some of that out with the hopes that a lot of donations go to KW Cares. So keep an eye on that. And that's all I got for you. Thanks.
Thank you. Hopefully everybody still comes in person next time, even though I ask you to jump up and run up here to be on camera. Right. Yes. Julie, are you on to share anything from Growth Committee? No. As it relates to the Growth Committee, we had a great photographer and videographer come in and visit. So if you saw some people doing pictures or videos, we are working on packaging up a nice growth video that has specific information from agents on why they chose to join us, what do you like about working with us. And as soon as the packaging is done for that, then if you would like to share that with anybody that you're working with or anybody that you've talked to that's thinking about getting into real estate, then we'll make sure that we make that available to you. Right? I think our primary opportunity for growth is as we're doing all of these great classes and events, just so you know, you're always welcome to invite any agents that you're working with and even people who are considering getting into real estate. They're always welcome at all of our classes. online, just let us know and we can make sure we get them the link and all the details. Right. Kelly or Mike, are you here with us for technology? Right. And
They are not here. I'm here. Amanda's here.
technology committee, I know you remember that committee.
No, not really any updates. We are working on some Loom videos for like how to do some of the stuff that we saw in like Canva and in Command for Google pages.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
the only updates I think that we have. Mike would know more.
Okay. All right, we will watch for a message to come out from Mike and Kelly on technology. And Jill, I saw that you are here, and do you have any follow-up to share from Red Day?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of success stories, and I think we all really just enjoyed spending time together. We accomplished quite a bit, and I just have to say to everyone at Excel, everyone participated, everyone did one part or another, and I can't tell you like how nervous you are the morning of it, and how when you start seeing people come out and everyone participating, how wonderful it feels that it all comes together. Because during the process, you have a few people, Lori, Buffy, Janae, and Tabitha, who, just diligently every week were involved. And there were more too, but those are the people that were there every week for like 3 months. And so I want to thank you all. But my committee's not done. Red Day is just one part of it. The rest is KW Cares and KW XL Cares, which I would really love to have. We'll start having meetings next month, once a month, and we'll work with wellness, and we can work with education or any of the other committees to try to incorporate the KW Cares with each other committee so that we can help grow our funds locally, so that when something happens, we have those funds to go to and we don't have to have a last minute fundraiser. But thank you all for your participation. It was wonderful. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I was excited to participate in this project and to work with our folks. And I was happy we saw some folks that with COVID, we just don't see everybody every day. And we had so many people come out, and a comment that we had made, and everybody has the best of intentions. And there's been times when we did projects with other organizations where most of the folks who were there were really, really good at just being there and not really contributing. And one thing that we talked about that we commented on is every single person who came out really worked hard. Like, how many people like needed an aspirin at the end of the day or the next day, and how many people contributed financially, and how many people just worked really hard and came out for it. And so I'm very proud to be in business with everybody. I felt like it was great. That's it. All right. It was a great day. It always is.
It was nice to also have everyone see the office.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And the Scholar House is just such a great program. So really appreciate everyone helping those young people be successful and to be able to do things to continue their education.
Mm-hmm. And I thought it was cool because most of us didn't get to meet Jasmine or Brianna, or really talk with any of the residents or beneficiaries of the Scholar House programs. So I thought it was really cool that we were able to have Jasmine on the news story. And special thank you to Lori, and Lori, to your husband for coming out and capturing and editing and packaging all of that to send straight to the news so that we could recognize you guys and help promote Scholar House additionally in the community. And they were, if you haven't seen the video, Jasmine was really touched. She said, I didn't even think anybody really, like, I can't believe they think that we're like a big deal and they actually care about us. So it was very sweet. I agree. And we got to go see our King Lincoln office.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tabitha, one more thing.
Yes.
I want to thank Blair for coordinating all the food. She coordinated breakfast and also provided lunch to us. And that was really helpful in all our efforts. So thank you, Blair.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, fun stuff is has to get set aside for just a second, and we've got to do some numbers. So a sidebar on numbers. So when we look at the left side category, it's month over month. So we're measuring the full month of April of this year with the full month of April last year. So before we get really crazy excited about the fact that every category is up exponentially, we want to consider the fact that we all went into our houses around March, 17 or 18, and we really didn't come out till May. So yay, this year April beat last year April. And I'm also looking at the year to date or the year over year numbers in a little bit of a similar fashion. And that'll probably be the case as we look at these reports for April, May, and a little bit even June. And then after that, we'll sort of start seeing maybe a little bit more of a traditional trend. So yay, everything is up huge. Makes sense. Ohio Valley, which is Keller Williams offices in Columbus, Dayton, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, and also the full state of Kentucky right there. So what's interesting is a couple of the year over year numbers in these categories are actually down now, right? Even though we took almost no listings last year in April, we have taken so few listings so far this year in these areas that even though we're not in COVID anymore, the listings taken and listings taken volume are still negative year over year. So lower than during the worst shutdown, for frame of reference. Columbus Realtors isn't necessarily the case. So Ohio Valley might be being driven by some of the other markets, right? But in Columbus Realtors, we're technically up, but not quite where we would expect it to be in that year over year. And I'm looking right here, listings taken and listings taken volume. What this means down here at the bottom where it says median DOM. So instead of taking average days on market, I find that the median days on market is a better representation of numbers for us. Averages get thrown off significantly with new builds being entered into the MLS very early in their build process and being left to sit and go into the hundreds of days, right? And then there's always that kind of funky listing that the house needs torn down and it shows up with 80 days on market, something like that. Median, though, is that space where the vast majority of the transactions are actually happening. So for the closings that happened in April of 2020, the median days on market was 6. That door sticks for some reason. Thank you. And the median days on market for April of 2021 is 4. Right? Interesting statistic, and I don't have it in front of me, but as I look at when I pull the numbers to create these reports, I also look at totals. And for Columbus Realtors for April, we added 3,300 new listings, which sounds like it should be like a decent number, but the reality is in a traditional market, we would probably add over 5,000, right? The number of closed in the month of April, and remember we only added 3,300, we closed out 2,900. And we pended 2,300, right? So just statistics to help. I mean, we all know it's insane. We all know that we're telling people like, you're going to have to make multiple offers. You're going to have to pay this and that, blah, 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 blah. But to have and know how to use that market summary piece and the market statistics functions in the MLS and to specifically run those reports for the zip code or the neighborhood or the area that you're talking about with your buyers, I think makes an enormous difference in how they hear you and how they can also then explain those things to the other people? Does anybody have buyers with other people besides you in their ear?
No.
What? No. I was like, what is it on the real estate Facebook page that always has all the funny memes? There's Broke Agent, and there's a couple of others. And they said, and it was a meme of a guy like sweating like crazy. It was Jordan Peele from Key and Peele. He's sweating, and it says, when your buyer tells you that their dad's coming to the home inspection.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, oh, that's assuming there even is like, oh, don't worry about that. There's no home inspections. It's fine.
Yeah.
But it's fine. But to have those really specific statistics and to have reports that you can provide to them takes it from your opinion and takes like sort of their translation of that to the other people in their lives out of it, and allows them to have that conversation with those people in a different way.
I'm gonna jump in real quick.
Sure.
We're talking about statistics. I know you guys all already know this, but you probably also have people that you work across the table with that do this. And so when you can educate, please do. I know Julie has talked to you guys about this. So one of those really important statistics is the percent of closed price to list price. And when people go in because they've gotten these offers and they change that price, it throws the stats off. And that conversation that we would be able to have with a buyer or with a seller to say, if you do this, this is where you'll end up. Or if you think you can offer list price, this data shows that everything in this neighborhood has gone for, 15% above list price. So please, please, please do not, when you have a listing and you have offers that are above your list price, do not change the list price in the system. And if you're working with someone that you think won't be offended, ask them please not to do that either, and just explain it. It negatively impacts our stats, which then impacts our ability to have an intelligent conversation with our clients.
The appraiser sees that information.
Yeah.
I was going to say that was going to be my comment, was the same as yours.
Contract, the order comes through,
You're not fooling anybody, right, Michael? You're not fooling the appraiser into thinking they're paying asking price. They get the full contract every time. They're talking to listing agents, asking them, how many offers did you have? They're very informed in the market right now. And
I still see it happening.
Oh, I do too. I agree. And we want to make sure that we are doing everything. All right. And again, as we know, again, we were in COVID. These are our numbers. We are up 100 or more than 100%. I think that there's nothing month over month that's less than 75% increase. You guys are killing it anyway, plus especially since compared to last year. All right. No surprise there. You guys are kicking butt. All right. If you would like some really, really specific marketing, right? Inside Command in Designs, there is something called a client communications kit sellers wanted. So you're like, oh, I wish I had a flyer that says I have buyers for your neighborhood, or, oh, does anybody have a template for a letter I could send out, right? All of that stuff has been loaded in there so that you can use that to market to add more listings. Then Outfront Magazine has converted to an all online version. It's just outfront.kw.com. It's a publicly accessible site, so any realtor can use it. And the vast majority of the articles there are on this current market topic, right? Multiple offers, how are people winning in different marketplaces, strategies for succeeding in a low inventory market, secrets to adding listings per month. So keep in mind, all of this is available. And what I like about it is it's stuff that's consolidated from markets all across the country. And so it might have ideas that we just haven't thought to do here yet. So check it out. And Jennifer, would you like to share our profit share numbers?
Sure. I just wanted to let you know that if you didn't know that Keller Williams, we offer the profit share program. And so after we've paid all of our monthly expenses here at Keller Williams, we excel. We offer 48 cents of every dollar of that profit to those individuals that have helped us grow the company. So in April, we gave back $4,564 through the profit share program. So congratulations to those of you enjoying a bit of the passive income. And if you're interested in learning more about the profit share program, just ask any of the leadership staff and we'll be more than happy to tell you all about it.
Thank you. And Rachel, you have a great lineup, including things that might be useful in command, but things that are just great in terms of technology for our agents.
Yes, so this is what I have coming up for the rest of the month. Today I'm doing all things Google, so we're going to tap into different Google features that you can use that are, may I mention, are free. Best part, just to help organize your business a little better. And then Friday, your business Facebook page, because again, it's also free and social media is a great way to advertise yourself. And then next Wednesday, we'll do cheap and pretty postcards. Those are in command. And yeah, so I'm just excited to give you guys some, I try to do out of the box, definitely related to your business, but may not always be command. So I like to go around a little bit. Yeah, so, and we won't have one on the next Friday because I will hopefully be on my way to a campground. So for Memorial Day, so we won't have one the 28th.
That Friday is always one of those days we're always open and we see like 3 people.
Right.
Instead of 25 people, we see about 3 of you because everybody else is either out working or you've already hit the road for a holiday. Right. Rachel, I have a couple more slides with you.
And so I'm going to change up my classes a little bit. I know the market's getting a little bit busier, so I want to give you quality versus quantity at this point. So I am working to kind of revamp my classes and give you a little bit different scenarios. So that will be in the works. I'll have the June schedule out to you by the end of this week. So it'll be only on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock because I realize on Fridays you guys are gearing up for the weekend and any open houses, that kind of stuff. So I don't want you to feel like you have to juggle between the time. And as always, I'll still record them and post them to the YouTube channel. So check those out there if you can't make them. And I am still doing one-on-one or group meetings. So feel free. It's mostly via Zoom now since I'm not in the office, but if I can get a group of you and we can schedule it one day, I'll be happy to come in the office and see everyone and visit because I do miss you guys. But just know I am still here for you, your tech needs, anything like that, even if I'm not physically there. So.
And then I think we have two other items in addition to the client communications kit that are available. And Rachel, would you mind sharing any best practices around this magazine or ways that you've known of people to use it?
Yeah, so there is the new spring version is out in command. That's in designs. You'll choose print and then there'll be I think it's under brand awareness or something like that. So we've heard good feedback about it. They have those instilled articles in there and then you kind of build around those, but you do have areas for customization. Keller Williams is working on allowing you to print straight from command. So some of that is available for single page items, but I don't believe the magazine is there yet. But I have seen agents create a virtual magazine from a secondary website. So you would just download this as a PDF and convert it and you can email it to if you don't want to spend the money right now to have it printed. Or you can send it to any local printing company, any bigger online printing companies and have them print you a magazine for fairly cheap. And then there are now featured kind of groups of the smart plans in the smart plan library. So definitely check those out. It's just a better way to organize them. You can still use the search bar at the top if you're looking for something specifically, but they're going to feature them by most used, and then there's a few different other categories that they put in there. So definitely check that out. That way you don't have to reinvent the wheel and use the smart plans to touch your database.
Wondered how they would organize those when they got up to a couple thousand options in there.
Right.
How do I know that this is a good one?
Yeah.
Right. All right. And just to share with you guys, and this is something that Keller Mortgage is doing, they have typically only been a purchase opportunity, but they saw and were asked to create an opportunity for us to reach out to our past clients to share this. So what we would see is that Keller Mortgage is offering for the next 60 days a refi special where they can do a refi if they're your past client or they're referred by you, if they've ever bought a home with you or if they're just in your database. And the intention is not that KW does a lot or that Keller Mortgage does a million refis. The intention is that when you talk to folks, it's just another great reason for you to touch your database. And the conversation goes something along the lines of, do you expect to be in your home for the next 3 years or more? Or is it less than 3 years? In either way, I have something I'd like to talk to you about that I think would be helpful, right?
Is this on command?
It is, there's flyers in Command and Designs, and there's an article about it on Outfront. And then if you log into Keller Mortgage and you go to For Agents, there's specific marketing in there as well. And sidebar, I bought my house a year ago. I am in the process of refinancing over to Keller Mortgage, and they aren't even doing an appraisal. So it saved me that. They didn't charge me anything to lock the rate, and there's no origination fee, and there's no lender closing costs at all. And it's just gonna save us a bunch of money, and it's only been a year, and they're doing a good job. So if you guys wanna take advantage of it, it's there. Cinnamon, ooh, we're gonna get done by noon. Yeah. You have some reminders for us?
Hi, everyone. Instead of 6 reminders, I would like to weed out some of the redundancy. So we're just doing 3, save some time. Number 1, this is a new one, which is to please be sure to reserve the conference rooms and training rooms if you plan on using them at all. You can do so by accessing our training calendar or the conference room calendars. If you don't have access to it, let me know and I will make sure that you do. Or you can email me at the front desk. So this is for closings, for group huddles, for meetings, for all-day jam sessions, whatever the case might be. Please reserve them because people that actually need them for purposes that they've reserved them for are kind of displaced if you're in the conference room. Number 2, just remember that the Columbus Board is offering free CE through June. So please take advantage of that because after starting July 1st, you're gonna have to start paying for them per credit hour, I believe. $10 per credit hour. And then also this is a reminder just to stay engaged on social media. Please post your accomplishments, your questions on our private group, and then also just look for updates on our public groups or public pages. And that's it.
Thank you. And use our hashtag that we love.
Yes.
Excel at life. I love that. We wanted to give a very special congratulations to a couple of folks who had some big accomplishments last month. The first of those is Miss Jacqueline Lovelace, who accomplished her goal of becoming a broker. So congratulations, Jackie. She has been, Jackie has been an instructor at Columbus State for many years. She joined us just a few short months ago, completed all of her broker courses and passed her broker exam on her first shot. and is very excited to continue her education. And we are very proud of her. Congratulations, Jackie. Yes. And then we also have a couple of quotes to share, Cinnamon, from a client who reached out to us as a brokerage. We hear about we hear about concerns and issues very often. It's not very often that people reach out to us to tell us about someone who did something very, very right. And we wanted to share that with you guys.
Yes, so I received a phone call from a woman last month who was overcome with joy. She's crying and just so joyful and full of praise for Casey. She and her friends and family of a particular homeowner had been working with Casey for 2 years to try to get this home on the market. The homeowner was a hoarder and a collector of lots of things. And so Casey joined their efforts 2 years ago to get the home in order, to do the updates, and then he just like jumped in and helped out. And he participated or helped them through every single stage for 2 years. Let me just say that, 2 years. Well, the home went on the market last month and currently it's pending, and everyone is not only impressed with Casey and his commitment to them and the process, but grateful for his kindness and his patience through the process. So we just wanted to thank Casey for being a great example of exceptional client care and for embodying our hashtag Excel at Life.
Yes. Congratulations, Casey. If you guys know of or see someone who is doing something exceptional in the month of May, please share it with us so that we can recognize them next month as a May All-Star. Right. Save the date. This is very early, but we gave it to you super late last year, so we're giving it to you super early this year. It's the 15th annual KW of Central Ohio Golf Outing. This is the primary fundraiser for our group as a whole of all 6 Keller Williams offices. It's September 13th. So it's always the last month. Basically, it's the last Monday that Jefferson has on the books, right? So it's nice and cool outside. We'll have a lot of fun. We do box lunches on the golf cart that are included. And then we have a fun sit down dinner at the clubhouse at the end of the day. And so we wanted to give you that information ahead of time. We can either put together teams, or if you want to sign up as an individual and we can put people together in teams, that's fine as well. And when it gets a little bit closer, we'll make sure to have all the details. If you would like to go ahead and sign up now, let me know, and we will send an email out to everybody with the registration forms. There's also opportunities with this to not only, and it's not included here, but on the sheet you'll see, to do some sponsorships. So in terms of a fundraising activity, the golf itself, we don't really raise much money from the foursomes. Does that make sense? So like the foursome cost really covers our costs for the course itself, the box lunches, and the dinners. So where the fundraising aspect comes into place is in whole sponsorships, cart sponsorships, dinner sponsorships, and we'll send you all of that detail. You yourself can sponsor, anybody that you work with can sponsor, anybody as a vendor can come and play with you as well. And in the past, we've used those funds for a number of different things. We've used them for combined Red Day projects in the past. We've also used them historically to purchase Thanksgiving dinners for families in need in Central Ohio that we deliver on Thanksgiving morning. So hopefully you can come out and play golf with us. Blair, do you have anything new that you wanted to share with us from America's Preferred Home Warranty?
Hey there, I definitely do. I just put this in the chat, but if any ladies who want to play in the golf outing but don't happen to own clubs, I don't have any fancy clubs, but I have some, and I'll be sponsoring a hole, so I won't be using them that day. Also, so just reach out if you're interested in borrowing them. But also, we have some specific warranties. So they're new branded warranties. Some are specific to condo townhouse. You've probably seen the new construction ones around for a little bit. And then we also have some Spanish specific ones. So if you happen to work with Spanish speaking clients, let me know. And I would love to get the Spanish ones out to you, especially because I speak Spanish. So it's really fun for me, but also because I'm looking for your feedback. And because we haven't launched anything specific for the Latino population before. So if you happen to work with anyone and are thinking about ways that you can add value for them, whether it be bilingual marketing items that we already have, just different thoughts you may have, I'd love to pick your brain and also get those materials out to you. So feel free to reach out about that. And as always, turn your information in, because who doesn't want any extra passive income with the warranties that are already closing? And last but not least, kind of like what Tabitha mentioned last month, if you're working with buyers and the sellers are not offering a warranty, it's still important for you to always offer a warranty, CYA, cover your assets. And if they do not go with the warranty, have them sign the waiver so that you're eligible for the errors and omissions compensation up to 75% of that deductible. God forbid that ever happens. So hopefully that all makes sense. I appreciate your time, and I will talk to you all later. Oh, and Red Day was fun. So it was good seeing some of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Nice. That's our meeting. I hope that you will consider coming back this afternoon for Kellyanne for Teams, tomorrow morning for Buffy and Joanne for the broker update. Stick around and consider joining Jeff Glover in the afternoon. If I don't see you, have a great Memorial Day weekend. Thanks, guys. Yes.
You send me the link for the
what?
golf.